The Wheel of Fortune is an idea in tarot that represents rebirth, cycles, upheavals, patterns. Your ego, you, the soul, is supposed to be at the center of this wheel. Through your life, you'll have these times where you're on the bottom of the wheel being crushed by its weight, and you'll have these times where you're on the top of the wheel, standing basically on top of the world, feeling great, feeling fantastic. I didn't want to talk about the Wheel of Fortune because I was going to give you some philosophical thing about how, oh, life gets better, bro. Like, no. That's not what today's about, okay? Instead, I wanted to talk about some weird thing that I noticed with relationship discourse these days. So earlier, I was well, earlier yesterday, I guess. Is it earlier today or late yesterday? Either way, I wasn't home, right? I was at a friend's place. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. We were sitting in her bed watching this stupid Oh my god. She has this stupid fucking, like, iPad that has, like... it's this just plastic chunk of machinery. And we're just sitting on the fucking bed looking into this small-ass thing, and I'm like, dog, why am I still here? I should have gone home already. This is a terrible fucking idea. Anyway, we're on our fucking iPad and watching TikTok. Now, I've made it clear, I think TikTok is absolute fucking brain rot. I hate TikTok, okay? I'm never making an account. I never want to fucking... I don't want to be exposed to the weird shit that's going on there. But this time I didn't really have much of a choice. I didn't want to really rock the boat or anything. So, we were sitting there watching TikTok. And I had this, like... We came across this fucking video talking about box theory, right? Like, what the fuck is box theory? Now, I have no illusions that I have women watching me, okay? I'm almost positive that it's just me and the boys, just me and the fellas, okay? Fellas, I need you to tell me, alright? I need you to be honest. When the fuck was it that the friend zone thing got turned around? This is why I wanted to bring up cycles and the fucking Wheel of Fortune, okay? It seems like, for some reason, and only God knows why, now women are going through the fucking, the same thing that guys have been going through since, like, middle school or whatever. It's like, are it's possible it got turned around. When the fuck did that happen? I don't know. But they're dealing with this thing called box theory, and box theory is equivalent to friend zoning, right? But is a bit different in the way that okay, because friend zoning is about, like, oh, you'll never be in a relationship, or you'll never get to smash, you'll never get to fuck, or whatever the fuck, okay? That's usually what it's about. But with box theory, it's about being able to keep you. Box theory says that when men meet you, we put you into one of, like, 3 or 4 boxes. Depends on who you ask, how many boxes there are. But you're a friend, strictly a friend. You're fuckable. You're good for a girlfriend, not good for marriage, or you're good for marriage. There's also, like, this subset of box theory, I think, that says, once guys are done playing around and doing their wild shit and sowing their fucking seeds, we have this fucking moment where we're like, okay, the first woman that comes along, I'm going to marry her. And it's like, hold on. Isn't this what fucking incels have been saying about, like, stasis or whatever the fuck? That you're pretty much fucking useless and, like, it's just your turn. You're not special. It's just your turn on the carousel or whatever the fuck. Like, this is stuff I've heard before. I'm a bit baffled that's being turned around the way it is. Now guys are settling, and I don't know what's going on here. Situationships and all this shit. I don't know. I don't get it. Can I open the door? Okay, there we go. It's scary because, like, once again, it wasn't going to be like this, right? Or rather, I don't recall a time where it was like this. Like, in any way, it's super confusing. Anyway, we were sitting on the fucking bed talking about this, and when she told me what box theory was, I got this, like, gnawing feeling in the pit of my stomach. Like, oh god, I hope it doesn't go where I think it's going to go. I hope this is not turned into what the fuck I think it's going to turn into. Because, like, I'm not ready. I don't want that conversation. I realized, like, right there and then that, oh god, I'm a proponent of this. It's me. They're talking about me. It's like you see a fucking wanted sign, like, crazed maniac. And there's you in the fucking picture of the one side. That's me. Oh my god. Like, holy shit, I'm actually doing it. Of course, the conversation it went that way, right? It went the way of, so, what box am I in? Oh god. Do we have to talk about this? Oh god. Can we just not talk about this at all? I just don't want to talk about it. I understand the mature thing to do is like make it out in the open and shit, but like, I don't know, bro. It's not as easy as you think it is. So some people they're not able to handle the answer to that question very well. I'm trying to figure out how the fuck I switch to my magic, but I can't remember what the keybind was. That's C. Alt ERT middle mouse. Oh! Oh yeah, that's right. You're a spellblade. You just right click on it. Okay, yeah, I got it. I remember. It's been a while since I played this. There we go. Now I have to remember how to equip the potions and drink them and stuff. There we go. R. Weird keybinds. Very strange. Now, naturally, the answer that I gave to the question about the fucking box theory, it wasn't a good answer, right? I went home. But I think what's curious about this entire thing isn't really like how I'm a proponent of box theory, but it's how the wheel turned in such a way that we ended up here. Like, is this not strange to anybody else? I think it's kind of fucking strange. When I was growing up, it was I don't know if it's just because it's fucking old fashioned or whatever, but like I was in school in the fucking mid 2000s, right? And late 2000s, and after 2000s, I was. Point is, I've been in school for a while. Okay, I was in school not that long ago, and I distinctly recall it not being anything like this. The friend zone is where you ended up if you weren't worthy, right? If she didn't even want to give you a chance. I didn't realize that women could end up in the friend zone from anyone who wasn't like I don't know, hyper fucking attractive. You know, like the guys that are super fucking demanding that all the girls want. I realize now that that's changed with the rise of casual sex and all of this. I think we've reached a point where a lot more people, or I'll just say a lot more people. I don't think it's specific to any one gender, but a lot more people are they're more willing to get hurt, or maybe they can't fucking help it. They're getting pressured into putting themselves in situations where they're allowed to hurt each other, and it's I don't know how to feel about it. If it wasn't for modern dating culture and modern like sex culture and like all the tolerances of that, I wouldn't be in such an advantageous position like I am right now. I think, right? I certainly wouldn't be having as much sex. It's because of this sexual revolution and feminism and all this that I am able to be, I don't know, I wouldn't say I'm on top, but I'm doing okay. But of course, like the side part of that is like, no matter how much you make it clear that, hey, this isn't anything serious, by the way, just want to make sure we're on the same page with that. Not really look for anything serious. Somehow, this is where it becomes like gender specific. I think somehow women still get the idea that they can change you in some way. Like, oh, he just hasn't met me or whatever. I haven't ever met a woman who's changed my mind. Usually when I put a woman in a box, she stays in the box, right? And for that reason, box theory is kind of sort of correct, and I kind of hate saying that, because that means that the friend zone thing was also kind of sort of correct. And I didn't like the friend zone thing. I thought the friend zone thing was very stupid. I was like, why don't you just give people a chance to like date casually, like go out or something? You don't have to fucking call each other like boyfriend girlfriend, but like at least go out, give each other a chance, see if you like each other. Now I'm literally engaging in that hypocritical mindset of now the fucking wheel of fortune has turned. Here I am, engaging in the exact same fucking thing, and I hate that. I don't hate it as in like, oh, I wish I wasn't so fucking successful. What was me? I hate it as in like, I expected that I would be different. That the way I behaved, the way I thought. Is your AI broken, brother or sister? Sorry. All right, whatever. You guys are friendly. Okay. Relax. Ah. I'm not trying to fight. Relax, chill. I don't know. I keep ending up in these situations. Yeah, I don't know. It's a bit staggering that we're in the place where we are right now. Like, I have a little sister, so like, I have no idea what the fuck she's going through. I should probably ask her. Make sure she's not getting involved in this nonsense. She doesn't watch TikTok. I've made it very clear that I don't fucking like TikTok, and I've told her as much. Don't you dare get on that. TikTok's a fucking devil. It's going to corrupt you. Don't you dare use fucking TikTok. I think she heeded the words pretty well. She has a distaste for TikTok as well. But I didn't think we'd be here. And it's not helping at all. With the friend zone thing, you could fucking brush it off and say, yeah, just man up, alright? Grow some balls. You'll be okay. Yeah, she doesn't like you. Whatever. You'll get over it. It's hard for women to be told that, I think, because they haven't been socialized to, like, accept that, I don't think. And I have to say I don't think, because I really don't know why we don't criticize women the way that we criticize men. There's a double standard, but the double standard exists, and I'm not trying to, like, fight against that. There's differences between us. Real, tangible differences. Our hormones, the way we're socialized, where we're raised, and, like, sitting here and pointing out, look, we're different, isn't really fixing the issue that, yeah, we're different. We treat each other differently. We are treated differently. It doesn't really address or fix anything, so I don't really engage with that. What I'm trying to say here is that, like, women are not in the position, or rather, they haven't been trained or conditioned in a way that makes this type of behavior and this type of thing that they're struggling with, I think they're having trouble making sense of it all. I think it's hurting them. And of course, like, I know it's hypocritical, like, I'm engaging in this too, right? I'm getting my fucking rocks. But I don't really claim to be a good person. At no point have I ever said, oh yeah, bro, yeah, I'm such a virtuous human being. I would never do wrong. Never said any of these things. But even though I've never, like, called myself a good person, I'd like to think that generally I don't do harm, right? If you want to be a dog shit human being, then at least don't hurt anybody with your actions or whatever, right? Don't leave casualties. That's kind of sort of what I've done. Kind of like these poor sacks of shit right here. They're casualties. I attribute more of it to myself than I probably should. Like, I'm pretty clear in my communication. I think pretty often I say what the deal is before, hell, I always say what the deal is before we get into anything. But, it never really worked out. I kind of put it on myself because I feel like I can walk away at any time. There's really not shit she can do about it. Like this, like the situation from last night or this morning. Whatever the time scale is. There's no fucking consequence for me doing the things that I did. For me being so rotten. Not enough that's something that should change. But the Wheel of Fortune, like, this thing, it will spin again. Right? Wheel of Fortune always does. I feel that we'll once again get to this point where we don't really trust each other. It's funny how it's spinning. So this started off, men courted women, right? Well, women had the fucking say on if it was yes or no. Well, I guess it depends on your fucking culture. In some cultures, women had no say at all. You get fucking traded off to your husband, and you learn to love them, or you just get your ass beat and it doesn't get any better. Right? I recall there being an ambush in one of these houses, but I can't remember where that was. 3. Damn it. Then the wheel turned. World War II happened. Or maybe it was World War I. I'm not really sure where the wheel turned this first time. But the military needed more people working, and all the men were fighting, so the women had to get into the fucking industrial force. And that's where you got your Rosie. And then after that, they were like, wait a second, this shit's kind of goated. Independence kind of clean. What the fuck? Yo, I want more of that. Where are you looking at, buddy? Maps? I don't remember this side quest, and I can't be fucked to do it. Sorry. They had their, not there, but we all had our sexual independence movement in the, I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know these time frames. 80s, maybe? When was disco popular? When did people give a shit about disco? I don't know. But whenever disco was a thing, and whenever Vietnam happened, there was a sexual revolution right there. But then that kind of calmed down, didn't it? Like, when I was growing up, we were in a very Puritan time. We were in a very sexually conservative time. And it wasn't like that. We just had this massive wave in the 80s where everyone had a fucking afro. What is going on with these things? I feel like the LOD didn't kick in the way it was supposed to. It looks like a bug. I might go back. Yeah, even the trees are kind of fucked. There we go. They fixed themselves. These fix themselves? No. Yeah, what the fuck? Those fixed? Why won't these? I don't know. Like, those are actual trees. I didn't think you would have LODs in a game like this. What the fuck? That's kind of crazy, no? Anyways, yeah, we had that massive fucking sexual revolution thing, and then people just kind of stopped doing it. I don't know what happened. Like, feminism was a big thing, and then all of a sudden, nope. No more. And now, with the age of Tinder and third wave feminism, I think we're in right now, oh yeah, I forgot to spend my delusions. Yeah, sure. Yo, can you stop making those weird-ass noises? What's good? I'll put it into Persona. And more wisdom. Third wave feminism came, you need to fucking own your body, and then social media came, and now everyone's fucking paranoid about who looks better and what looks better, and it's a big deal. Okay, the LOD fixed itself. Oh, it's fixed. Look at that. And he loaded in. I was wondering where he was at. It's gone. Okay, never mind. Fuck it. I give up. I guess that area is just cursed. Yeah, things started fucking spiraling. We ended up in an attention economy where everyone wants to be important. The wheel spun to this point, and I didn't even fucking notice it. I didn't even notice that like it was like this. I guess I just found it a bit strange. Yeah, you're a bit weird, buddy. Let's not talk about that though. This also happens to be the time where like incels are a thing. Like, we can't forget that incels are still a thing. Maybe they've gone to hiding or whatever. It's also the time in history where, like, I don't know, we haven't had this much violence since the 2000s in the western part of the world. Eastern part of the world, yeah, sure. Global South, yeah, sure. Always violence. Haven't seen them without violence forever. Actually, I've never seen them without violence. So, that's nothing new. What's new is that the West is violent. School shootings in America, stabbings in Britain, Europe's going through their fucking crisis. You're not hostile, right? You're just a guy. Yeah, you're chilling. That's good. I don't know. All this shit is happening at the same time. It's like, damn. That wheel spinning fast as fuck, no? Part of the wheel spinning, I think, has also been the internet. I think the internet has been making it a bit premature. Like, okay, so after the roaring 80s, or whatever the fuck the disco times were, whatever we call that, after that, we had this moment where everything became modern again, right? All good Christian boys and girls. But, the internet, God, I can't begin to think, like, just how different the internet is. That's who I have to talk to, but he has a lot of fucking dialogue and I'm yapping right now. Like, okay, so the internet came out in, like, the 1970s. And that was, like, super primitive. Nobody really used it. Then came a time where they were like, I don't know, you remember when the data centers were using magnetic tapes? Well, they kind of still use magnetic tapes, but these massive hulking machines that are like tens of thousands of tons and cost millions of dollars. Yo, did I really run out of lockpicks doing this fucking lock? That's crazy. Okay, let's go get more fucking lockpicks. That's ridiculous. I should have gotten that. But okay. And then, like, I don't know, after the 2000s, no, because, okay, then the nerds got their hands on it, right? Or operating systems, or Microsoft's, or Sony's. Then the nerds got their hands on it, and then it went mainstream after the nerds got their hands on it. After it became popular to be a nerd. I remember that phase. Where these girls wearing the fucking fake, thick rimmed glasses. That shit was pathetic. But okay. The point is that, like, we got it very quickly, right? But our culture adapts to this stuff over the course of, like, 100 years. And the internet is something that we got within, like, a 10, 20-year time span, relatively. We didn't even really know what the internet was before the year 2000. So it's scary in that way that we didn't really have enough time to adapt to what the internet is and what it's doing. And with the social media shit in particular, like the Tinder, the TikToks. I speak as if I'm fucking old. The TikToks? Are we being serious, Luther? Yeah, the Marios. You and your Pac-Mans. Jesus Christ, I'm really bad. But this stuff is like, I don't want to say it's like pure brain rot, but we're not ready for it. Humans aren't ready for it. We weren't made for this. And I feel like the Wheel of Fortune started spinning faster because the internet ended up the way the internet did. Because social media ended up the way social media ended up. And like I've said this before, and I'll continue to say this forever. Got more lockpicks. You will never escape this. You cannot escape the internet. It has become entwined with our lives. Your senators, your local governors, they are all on X right now, trying to gain more popularity so their fucking seat is more secure. Social media matters a lot. It matters a lot more than people are willing to give it credit for. Like AOC and the squad, like, people are jealous. Like, senators are jealous of that, okay? Popularity is the name of the game. And I don't know a senator's name that's not AOC. I don't even know if AOC is a fucking senator, but I know who she is. And that is a type of power, that's a type of soft power that government officials want. So we ended up in this, like, weird situation where Like I said, the attention economy, and it's... There we go. Jesus Christ, that was a lot. It all comes winding back. I'm not necessarily sold on if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I know it's something. Whatever. My thoughts are, like, super scattered on this. I think the Wheel of Fortune will spin again. I'm not sure what the fuck it's going to look like. But I feel like we're reaching this nexus point where centralization is going to become a thing of the past, right? We're going to have to, like, run away to our own little bubbles. Like, I went to this guy's comment section. Like, I've watched a lot of yappers, okay? Some of my prime YouTube content that I like to watch is yappers. I know there are some YouTubers that don't watch other YouTubers like them. I'm one of those YouTubers. I watch other YouTubers, okay? I love watching my peers. He had bots in his comment section. And it's like, oh my god. I didn't realize they, like, infiltrated this far in. And that's an entire fucking topic that I'm not really ready to tackle right now. This idea of bots and, like, fake communications. But I wanted to bring up that when bots are infiltrating our spaces, and bots can speak well enough and convincingly enough, but they pass the fucking Turing test, and other humans don't, we're in a bad spot. That is a very scary situation to be in. And I feel like no one really wants to address or admit that. The fact that, like, 64% of Twitter are bots, like, 64% of the people there are not real. And I've seen in the fucking YouTube comment sections as well, like, user-EW40C, they're probably reading the fucking transcripts and the fucking subtitles and, like, just generating prompts from that. And it's oh my god. That's terrifying. That's absolutely fucking terrible. Like, it's truly horrible to see. But, what's to be done? I don't know. I think that eventually we're going to end up in our own little pockets of the internet once again. Once upon a time, we had like a million billion forums, and now, we're all kind of united in this massive fucking amalgamation thing. I think that the most tech-savvy, the most tech-literate are probably going to fucking flee. Like, some of us already have. Once again, you should be on Matrix, you shouldn't be on Discord, I'm just saying. But, like, the smartest are going to flee first. And then, like, because they're the smartest, they're going to start making cool shit, and then the normies want cool shit, and they're going to follow the smart people. With Federation and peer-to-peer, and, like, I think all of these technologies are going to come to the forefront in our future. And that's all because, like, when you have these massive fucking platforms where you're kind of having to fend for yourself, like, you feel super fucking isolated, and, like, you're screaming into the void and no one's listening. Even though people are listening, it's just they're not speaking back. I think that's doing a lot more harm than you'd expect. It's doing so much harm that I don't think we can bear it. Our fucking mental health crisis, like, those things have been getting worse, not better. Depression has been going up amongst kids, and that's terrible because we're in a generation where kids want to be YouTubers before astronauts or policemen or firemen. Like, they want to be fucking YouTubers. That's the goal, that's the dream. I saw the appeal when I was younger, but as I got older, I was like, wait a second. That means people are going to be, like, listening to me and shit. Like, trust me, if this channel, like, suddenly fucking blows up, I might fucking delete it. I might delete the channel right there and then. I don't want it to blow up. I don't want a lot of attention. I don't like that idea. What is this? I guess there's a key item I used to interact with that, maybe? Yeah, I don't know, man. Bad times. Bad times, and we have to adapt to that. We have to change. Can't really rely on the Wheel of Fortune to change by itself. Kind of have to adapt to where the wheel is right away. I thought he was, like, reaching away from me, like, no, you can't fucking have it. I was about to freak out. I was about to get really fucking mad at this stupid plant. Yeah, I don't know, man. Anyway, I'm fucking off.